Good morning, team. How are you all today? Today I'm going to be focusing on no weights, which might please some people, but as always, there's always some upper body strength work that we do in our Pilates sessions. But today we're going to be starting on our feet. So when you're ready, bring yourselves up to the backs of your mat. I'm just going to close this door. So I'm going to start this end today. I'm going to spread my toes, feet sliding underneath my hip bones, standing tall. I want you to roll your shoulders up towards your ears once, squeeze it back behind, and then turn your palms and press your fingertips down towards the floor. So your shoulders are pressing away from your neck, and then just lower your chin very lightly towards your chest and stretch out through the neck. So all I'm doing is I'm here just dropping my chin. Okay. Rolling my chin towards my right shoulder, just glancing towards my armpits. Back to center, over to the left. Back to center. Press the fingers down a little bit more. And then lift your chin up. Roll those shoulders again. Soften through your knees, and let's go for a little roll down towards the floor. So just allow your spine to flex, let your body be relaxed, bend your knees, and just let your upper body just fall towards the floor like a heavy weight, and just sway side to side, allowing that give. Don't hold on to any tension, just let it all go, let it all feel heavy. Let the lower back relax. And then just gently find your center point. Bend your knees enough to bring your fingertips to the floor. Just take a nice deep knee bend as if you're crouching down, pushing your body weight back into your heels. And then come up onto your fingertips and try and lift up through the spine. So we're lengthening forward. And then as you exhale, let's straighten out through those legs as much as you can. Perhaps bending, extending one leg at a time. Just to start to work into those hamstrings. You don't have to take those legs straight. If you're really tight, just work it as best you can, waking them up. And then inhale, bend the knees, fingertips to the floor, look forward. And exhale, lengthen again, holding for a couple of breaths here, just moving, straightening in and out through those legs. One more breath. And then soften the knees. One more time, lift up onto the fingertips, look forward. Take a breath, shoulders pull back, and then exhale, lengthen up. Breathe. I'm going to bend and extend both my legs together this time. You can stick doing one leg at a time. Drop the chin down towards the chest a little bit more. Now that you've opened up that neck, there's a little bit more give. And then when you're ready, just begin to walk your hands forward. And we're going to stay at a downward facing dog. So find your right place. So remember, a downward facing dog is like a V, a triangular position. So we'll just soften the knees first, and then lift your bottoms. Just feel yourself lifting out, and lengthen out through the arms and the spine, and then drop your head and chest down, and then push those legs straight. So it's really good to use your camera, if you can see yourself, and just look at your position. Take one more breath here. And on the breath in, we're going to roll onto the tips of the toes, lower the knees to a hover, so you come into like a stumpy plank, I call it. And then exhale, lift up, pressing the heels to the floor, eye gaze to the toes. We inhale, rock forward, drop the knees flat back, eye gaze slightly forward, abs engaged. Exhale, lengthen out, press back. And again, inhale, roll forward. Knees hovered, hold. Take one more breath. And exhale, back up. Last time. Roll it, hover. Eye gaze forward, abs on. And exhale, stretch it back. And then on the inhale, we're going to roll forward for the last time. We're going to stay in that little hover, Hold it there. Now start to engage your abs. Hold it, hold it, hold it. So the knees are kind of underneath those hips. Soften through the elbows. Just another 5 seconds. 3, 2, and then gently drop your knees to the floor. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Soften the spine. Come up into a cat stretch. And then gently just undulate through the spine, lifting your eye gaze into your bottom, and just allow your back just to kind of gently extend, which is basically dipping into a gentle arch. An arch down, and then an arch up. Curl it. Scoop the belly in, tuck the tailbone, drop your chin to your chest, pull in through the midline of your abdomen, and then release. Eye gaze forward, bottom up. We're going to do that one more time because it's nice. Curl it, push the floor away, open those shoulder blades, feel the whole spine coming into flexion, scoop the belly in, and then on your breath out, last time, let it all go, pull your shoulders away from those ears. It's a very gentle extension. Don't really push the bottom high because you don't want to strain into that lower back. Just release it all, and then just take a little wriggle through the hips as you bring yourself back to neutral. And then take a breath. Bring your hands very slightly closer in, so there's a slight narrow stance. And we're going to mobilize our right leg, so my front leg. So we're going to lift the leg up, we're going to circle it around, and you're going to aim to land the foot like that. Then pull the leg back around the way it came and drop it back down. Do it again, lift it up, circle it around, plonk it down. And then lift it back up, take it away. So it's a little bit of dynamic stretching. Lift it, plonk it, and take it back. If you wish to take your hands a little bit further forward, you can do. Lift it, circle it, drop it, open the knees. Pull it back around. One more time. Lift it, circle it, plonk it down. Tuck your toes under at the back, and then just lift that leg off the floor. Sinking down into that hip. If you can, bring your hand onto the thigh and just turn towards that thigh and look up. So we're just sinking into this right hip, but lengthening out through that left leg. Take one more breath. And then gently lower the knee back to the floor. Hand back to the floor. Slide that leg back. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Hover your knees. We take a breath. We exhale. Lift back up to that downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward. Pause. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, drop. Abs on. Exhale, lengthen. A little bit more of a challenge for this. You can move your hands a bit further forward, but we are going to make things a little bit harder as we go along anyway. One more. Eye gaze forward, take a breath, lift up. Just take a strong press back into those heels. Take one more breath and then come forward for the last time. Hover and hold. If you want a little bit more here, walk your hands forward and lengthen out those legs into plank. Soften the elbows. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just drop down. Lower yourself down onto your elbows. Take a little breather here. Tuck those toes under again. So now we're taking the pressure off the shoulders a little bit. So we're working a little bit more into other areas of the arms. So push your hands or your fists down into the floor. Take the pressure off the shoulders. And I want you to just extend one leg back, drop it back in. One leg back, drop it back in. So we're just now lengthening away, getting into that kind of core stability. Stabilizing the hips, staying really low. So my knees are virtually touching the floor, but they are not. That's kind of where you want to be. Keep it going. So I'm just simply pointing the toes, extending my leg away. One more, each side. And then drop down. Take a little child's pose, bringing your arms around, curling into a little ball, Perhaps grabbing your feet and just lowering your head and chest down. Or you can stay here and just curve the spine in and out like a gentle cat stretch, but a bit lower in the arms. And then bring yourself forward. Tuck those toes under, downward facing dog. Okay, this right leg, lift it up high. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. So it's a lovely straight line behind you. We look forward, we swing our bodies down and we pull that leg around, finding that stretch. Pause there for a breath, release, lift it back up again. So if you're struggling to do this without kind of dropping that knee, then drop that knee. So all you need to do, if you can lift up into downward facing dog with that leg high, and then if you need to, lower the knee and come back to that first one we're doing when we're on our knees, okay? We're still working on this right side. We've got 2 more to do. One more. Okay, let's hold this position. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Now come up onto your fingertips and lengthen out. This might be enough for you. Stay here if this is enough for you. Bring that hand around the outside of the foot, walk the foot in a little bit, stabilize, pause, weight into this buttock, we're pushing to this heel, and then just lift up, arms high. I know you can't see my arms, they're just reaching up towards the sky. You can keep your hands on your hips, lengthen up that leg, sink down, my knees hovered above that ankle, pause there, 5, 4, I'm really deep in a lunge here, 2, and 1. Bring your hands inside, take that foot for a little walk if you need to, swing it back, lift it up high to the sky, and then come forward and just drop it down into pigeon and come have a little buttock stretch. So feel free, the pigeon doesn't work for you because it doesn't work for everybody. It's quite strong in your hip joints and your knee joints. You can drop it down into hurdle. Hurdle, you just pull that foot forward. I feel like I'm a little bit invisible on this mat here. Pull the knee behind a little bit and you can just drop down into that hip and come forward over that shin. If you want to stay in pigeon, reach up and just drop your body weight down. So the whole point here is we're getting a deep stretch into your piriformis, and that's like a deep buttock muscle. It often gets tight and it needs a good stretch because if it gets too tight, it can sit on your sciatic nerve, it can cause all kinds of issues, and it can create a few lower back issues. So it's a really important stretch. There are many ways to stretch it. This is one of my favorites, but it doesn't suit everyone. So just be very wary of that. Don't fall into either side. Stay equal in your hips. Get as deep as you like, and the more you breathe, the more you relax into it, the harder the stretch becomes. You'll feel that depth of like intensity, but you don't want to reach that pain level. It's just not comfortable. So we're going to stay here for another 2 breaths. And then begin to lift up onto your hands. Tuck your toes under. Lift your body weight up and pause in a plank on the hands. And if you don't like a plank on the hands, drop your knees, but keep a beautiful straight line running from the top of your head to the backs of your knees. Scoot the belly in. 10 more seconds. Soften the elbows. Be strong through the core. Suck up through the midline. Squeeze your buttocks. 5 seconds. And then begin to lift your hips up, walking your hands to your feet, softening through the knees as you walk this way. And then again, just roll down, scoop the belly in and roll it up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly stacking your spine. Stand tall, take a big shoulder roll at the top, turning your palms forward. Dropping the chin towards your chest like you did at the beginning. And rolling that chin towards the right shoulder. Across to the left, staying low. Back into the middle, drop deeper. Pull your fingertips to the floor. Lovely stretch. Lift your eye gaze up. Shoulder roll one more time. Soften the knees, scoot the belly in. Chin to chest, roll it down. Slowly, slowly, slowly to the floor. Let yourself hang. Take a little sway side to side, just like you did at the beginning. And you might find your right side a lot looser than your left, which is where we're going to start working now. So just take another sway one way, another sway to the other side, and then find your center point. Fingertips to the floor, deep knee bend, lift up, eye gaze, lengthen out. Push your weight into your heels. Exhale, extend, lowering the head and chest to the floor. Walk through those legs again if you need to. Because we haven't really stretched out the hamstrings so much on the right side. It's been more hip flexors. Drop down, lift up, pull your head forward, your shoulders back, and then exhale, go again. Walking through. We've got one more to do here. Inhale, drop down, exhale, lengthen. Always try and pull your spine as far forward as possible, and then stretch for the last time. Go deeper into these hamstrings. A little bit more weight forward into those toes. Then soften the knees, walk it forward, and then drop to your knees. Left side. So, same as we did on the right side. We're going to pick that left leg up. We're going to circle it up and around and plant it next to the left hand. So if you need to give it a little hand, give it a little hand, yeah? And then lift the leg back, drop it down. Lift it again, put it forward, plant it down, and push your hips down.
How many shelves do you want?
3.
3?
And then lift it back, plant it down. And again, lift it, skip it around, plant it down. Sorry about my interruption. And then lift it up, take it back, and again. So don't rush this. You do this as far as you can. It's quite mobile, so you have to really pull and think. And then free it. So I think we're going to do one more this side. Excuse me. Lift it, circle it, drop it, pause there. Now, you can stay here if you feel this is a deep enough hip flexor stretch for you, or move your foot in, take your hand the other side. You can tuck your toes under and lift that leg, sinking your body weight down. Take your hands onto the thigh and see if you can just turn and then stay low and lengthened and just look up towards the sky, pausing there. Just breathe into it. One last breath. And then turn, eye gaze down. Drop the knee at the back, hand inside the foot, swing it back around. Oh, we have noise. Sorry, guys. Tuck your toes under, lift up into a downward facing dog. So earlier on, we dropped the knees down to a hover and we pushed back. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, we can roll forward, plank, so my shoulders are slightly over my wrists, and then lift back up. Breathe, eye gaze down. So work with the knee bends to a hover or full on extended planks, and then lift up to downward facing dog, planting those legs. So my legs stay straight the whole time. I'm just rolling into the toes, drawing in through the abdomen, rolling back into those toes, down to the balls of the feet, and then into the heels. So it's really nice mobility in the feet. Don't rush it. Slower, the better. This one, I want you to hold. So whether you're doing the knee bend to a hover, hold the hover, or hold your plank. Pause it there. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees down. Just taking a little cat stretch down on your elbows. So just drop the tailbone, drop the chin. Lengthen out. Tuck your toes under, taking your legs back, plank. Now breathe there. Just nice long deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Stabilizing, feel free to drop to your knees if you need to. Push down into those hands. Lift your right leg if you can. Just hold. 10 seconds here. Try not to let the hips go down. Then if you're on your knees, you can lift the leg as well. Still very challenging. Swap your legs over. Last 5 seconds. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Squeeze the butt. And then drop your toes. Drop your knees. Walk your elbows back. Extend your arms. Quick cat stretch with your knees fairly wide. Sorry, quick child's pose or cat stretch. Here. Roll up onto your hands and knees, tuck your toes, and lift those hips up. So downward facing dog. Take a breath in, left leg extends up and behind. Reach it, lengthen it. You look forward, we bring our body weight forward, and we swing that leg around so it lands on the floor again. Pause there very briefly, and then swing it back up to the sky. Look forward. If you need to drop onto your right knee again, please do so. You do not have to stay up with this leg the whole time. It's challenging if you're really tight in your hip flexors. And half the challenge is getting that foot all the way up to the front and plonking it down on the floor. So you do need to move that foot, yeah? Work to your ability. High to the sky. My right heel presses down when I lift that left leg up. One more. Lift, lift, lift. And then bring it down. Walk it in, bringing your hand the other side. Nice and strong in that left leg. Lengthening this right leg and then lift up. Arms high. And sink down. Hold, hold, hold. So we want to extend that leg. We want to sink down. 90-degree angle on that left leg. Hands to hips if you prefer. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down. Swing that leg back. Lift up into downward facing dog. Take one more breath. And then drop your knees wide. Walk your elbows in. Make a little pillow of the hands and just drop down. And then just begin to bring yourself back up again. Stay on those hands and knees. Right, we're going back to the right side. And we're going to incorporate some upper body work. So I want you to take your right leg up and back. So it just stays up with one straight line with the rest of the body. So pause here. We're going to do 5 tricep dips down towards the floor. And then 5 leg kicks, flexing, extending the knee, okay? We're going to do that 3 times. So triceps. Your option is to rock forward, elbows come inside, my legs come with me, and pushing back up. Or you can just come forward as a little micro bend and push back up. If you're really struggling, take your fingers in and just do a mini tricep push up like that. But it's not ideal, but it might be a better alternative for you. So let's work from the beginning. If you've already started, you can do more. So we rock forward for 1, push up. Come forward for 2. Push it up. Please don't go as low as me if you feel you're not going to come up, okay? It's all about working gradually into that strength. It's all about shoulder mobility as well. It's very much about technique. 1 more. And then pause at the top. Bend the heel in, kick it away for 1. Bend the heel in, kick it away for 2. Make it strong. Don't just be flopping the leg. Make it quite strong. 4, kick. And 5. And drop. 5. So your left buttock is going to start feeling this, the one that's holding you. 3, 2 more. 4, 5, bend in, kick away for 1, bend in, kick away for 2, bend in, kick away for 3, bend in, kick away for 4, last one, 5, and let's go. Breathing in, exhale. 2, squeeze your elbows into your rib cage, then let those shoulders hunch up, shoulders pushed away. 1 more, squeeze your abdomen, and let's go. Press in, kick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold here, pulse it up, squeezing that butt, press, press, press. If you want a little bit more, you can come forward, drop down to your elbows and do it in a half plank. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down and come to the floor. Take a little breather. So stay lying down, legs together, bend that same leg. And I want you to simply lift that leg back up, same exercise. This time we're having our hip bones pressed down into the floor. So the only thing that's moving is that leg, keeping everything isolated. Relax the head down. So it's not a big move. That buttock is basically lifting the weight of your leg up. 5 more. Now hold your next one up, hold it, and extend and bend, extend and bend. Now come on, squeeze. Your butt is holding your leg in our hover. 4, 5, 6, 4 more, 7, come on, squeeze it. 8, 9, and 10. Good, drop it down and just take a little wriggle through your hips. So we're going to stay on the floor and work straight into the other side and just reverse this exercise and come up and do it on our hands and knees. So resting the head on your hands, bend your left knee. And we're going to lift and lower. Again, both hip bones solid on the ground, abs engaged. Your right leg is strong and pressed into the floor. We're just squeezing and lifting. Four more. You will feel your lower back working here, okay? It's going to affect your lower back in a good way. Hold your last one up. Extend and bend. Keep squeezing in those abs. 6, 7, 8, come on, lift it. 9, 1 more, and 10. Good, drop it down. Slide your hands beside your shoulders. Lift yourself up. Take a little curve of the spine at the top, because that's quite strong on your lower back. And then bring yourself to your hands and knees. So that left leg is going to work now. Take your left leg up and behind. Hands under shoulders. 5 tricep dips forward. Let's go. Inhale, drop. Exhale, up. Inhale. Exhale. So remember, your leg that's extended behind just comes down as one piece. Just follows what your back is doing. Inhale. Exhale. Was that 5? I think we've got 1 more. And hold. And bend, kick it out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend it. Extend it, sorry. Let's go. 1. And 2. Remember, you can just do a little micro bend there if you need to. Okay, so you're not getting stuck down there. Last one. Bend the knee. Kick out. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Last time. Let's do this. 5. Nice and strong. Come on. 4, Power up, use your core. 3. Last 2. Last 1. And let's bend and kick. Kick. 3, 4, 5. Bend it, hold, and let's pulse, pulse, pulse. Just squeeze that butt. Make sure you haven't tilted the pelvis. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Tuck your toes under, up into a downward facing dog. Take that left leg up one more time. Look forward and swing it through to pigeon. Okay, so we're stretching to that left buttock. So again, you can drop into hurdle. And if you're dropping into hurdle, pull the foot up and just drop down towards the shin and work into that left buttock there. Stay in pigeon. Find that place where you're feeling that stretch, then let your body go as you lean forward. All your body weight needs to be into that left side, so really focus on that. Relax your shoulders, carry no tension. Take one more breath, wherever you are. So if you're on hurdle, stay there. Everyone else drop down into hurdle and then swing your feet around in front of you and bring yourself down to the floor. So just take a breath here. Nice long breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. Arms slightly wider than your hips, with your legs up to tabletop. Okay, we're going to do some swim prep legs. So inhale, open out. Exhale, extend, pull together and pull the knees in. Open, extend, pull together and in. So doing 5 in total. You don't have to go as low as me. You can take it higher to the sky. Try not to go more than halfway down because it will start to pull your back away because of the balance between the upper body and lower body. It's getting noisier in here now. Pause there. Extend the legs up to the sky. Crisscross. Halfway. Straight back up. 5 times. Down. And up. Down. And up. 2 more. Down and up. Pause there. Bend the knee. So we're going the opposite way. Legs straight. Open, bend, and close for 1. Legs away, open, bend, pull together for 2. 3. 4. And 5, straighten the legs up. Let's go, crisscross. For 1. Down, up for 2. Down, up for 3. 2 more. For 4, last 1. Up for 5. Pause there, extend your legs, push the legs as straight as possible, soles of feet to the ceiling. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Squeeze deep into your lower belly. And then bend the knees and just drive your knees in towards your thighs. Pop the feet down to the ground. And I want you to take your right leg straight down onto the floor. Your left leg just stays here for a second. Push down into that right leg. Pull that knee in towards your chest. Slide your right hand down to the ankle, open the knee and pull the knee towards the shoulder as you pull your heel towards the back of your thigh. So you're getting a lovely hip flexor stretch. Again, we notice we're doing quite a lot of hip flexors. So just pause here. Then take that leg up to the sky, arms relaxed down by your side. Try and make that leg as strong and lengthened as possible. Really deep engagement of your lower abs, and hover your right leg off the floor and pause. Pause. Hold it. Breathe. Shoulders relax. Push your ribcage down into the floor. Lengthen out a little bit more. Come on, hold it here. Try not to drop that leg at any point. 10 more seconds. Lengthen, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, and lift. And pump, 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 pump. But if you really need to drop that leg, do, but keep the pumps going, or keep that hover. Go, 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 go. Pump, pump, pump. 10 more seconds of pumping. Just keep the arms strong, moving. No flimsiness in the elbows, just pure shoulder work. 4, 3, 2, and then drop that leg. Slide your hands around the back of that thigh and take it into a hamstring stretch. Perhaps higher if you wish. Pull your shoulders down and lengthen that leg against the resistance of your arms. Push, 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 straight as you can go. A little bit deeper. Oh, there goes the noise again. I'm not having any luck with my recordings at the moment. Can't avoid the noise, so I apologise. Okay, bend that knee. Extend that leg down towards the floor. Take your hands interlace and take a full stretch over the head and just lift your hips away from the floor, creating a little arch in the lower back, and then exhale, push it down and keep that length, putting your toes in. And then release the arms back down. Pull that right knee in, grab it, drive the knee towards the shoulder. Your left hand catches the ankle, pulls the heel closer in towards the back of the thigh. Your right arm putting the knee towards your shoulder. And just take a few breaths, stretching that hip flexor. You might get into your hamstring as well, just tight. Pull, 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 pull. Okay, when you're ready, abs need to be engaged again, so begin to ease off that leg. Take it up to the sky, straight as you can possibly go. Arms relaxed. Every part of your abdomen pushed down into the spine. Lower belly engaged, and let's hover that left leg and hold. Just hold, 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 hold. Squeeze deep into the belly. Push deeper. Imagine you're drawing everything deep into that waistline. So everything's pulling in, engaged. Shoulders stay relaxed. Lengthen that leg a little bit more. Breathe. So if it's a challenge, you need to drop that left foot briefly, do so, but then come back and join in, yeah? Keep working at it, working at it, and working at it. It's all about building up that strength, that power, that core ability to be able to just stabilize the body. Now we've got another 5 seconds holding the legs here. And when you're ready, lift up and let's pump, 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 pump. Now straighten the legs a little bit more if you can. If you need to drop the left leg, do, but keep the pumps going, working those upper abs. Breathe, breathe, breathe. We've still got 10 more seconds. Lift the shoulders a little bit higher. Lengthen those legs. 6, 5, pump, pump, pump. 3, 2, and 1. Left leg down. Catch the right leg. Head and shoulders down. Pull the leg in. Walk up the leg if you need to, and just work into that hamstring. Lengthen, lengthen. Try not to hunch those shoulders. It's all about just holding onto that leg, using a little bit of bicep power in those upper arms. And pushing that leg away. Breathe. One more breath. And then carefully bend that knee. Pop the foot down. Slide the left leg to join the right. Open your arms. Okay. Open the knees. Kick forward. Close and bend. If you want to make it harder, stay with your legs straight. Open, circle, legs together and up. Yeah, so we're repeating what we did, but you have the option to make it a little bit harder. 2 more. 1 more. Pause at the top. Let's crisscross down. So this is a much faster movement, yeah? Just crisscross, 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 crisscross. So it's just to really kind of shock the muscles and work them in a slightly different way. So a little bit faster than you did earlier. That's 4. 1 more. And 5. Pause at the top. We're going to reverse that. Drop the legs away. Open out. Circle round and back in. You can do this with your knees bent, remember. 2. And 3. Last 2. 4. 1 more. Come on. Abs really pulled it. And 5. Let's go. Crisscross, 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 crisscross. 1. 2. Make this strong. Come on. Last opportunity to work these abs. 4. Last one. All the way up. Pause and extend those legs. Come on. Hold it there. Push the coccyx down into the floor, but push through the back of those legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and point the toes, bend the knees, and drop them over towards me. Hand on the thigh and twist into that left shoulder. Eye gaze across. Long deep breath. You can adjust your knees, you can slide them away a little bit and change the stretch slightly. Knees away pushes into this, stretches more into kind of the lower obliques, more into the lower back, the QLs. Coming up a little bit higher, you'll probably find that stretches a little bit more into the lower back, maybe across the hip and into the shoulder. So you can take a few breaths in different positions. And then release the leg. Simply lift those knees up. Find your center point. Stretch the legs to the sky again. Lengthen, toes down, heels away. And then inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, drop them over to the left. Whoop, my right arm is flying up. Catch the thigh and twist. Now I need to get that right shoulder back to the floor. It's always the one that pops up. It's my stronger side. Carries more tension, therefore it's tighter. So I'll just stretch here. If I push my knees away, that's deep right into the core of my lower back. Fabulous. Really nice stretch that I need to have. And if you wish, you can pull your knees higher up towards the left shoulder. I might stay here. Two more breaths. Release, roll the knees back up. Pop the feet down to the ground, just let your spine relax in neutral. And I want you to simply turn over onto your hands and knees. For the very last time, tuck your toes and duck into downward facing dog. Walking through those legs one more time, should feel nice and loose now. Hamstrings are awake, calves are awake. Pop the heels down, lift your bottom, squeeze the belly and lengthen the spine as you sink a little bit lower. And then walk the feet in a couple of paces, soften the knees, walk your hands to your feet and then just hang for a few seconds. I want to grab your elbows. You can extend your legs if you're comfortable with that, but my lower back prefers it if I keep my knees bent. And then you can either release the hands onto the legs and walk up, or just let the arms drop and roll up through the spine slowly, your choice. You're not going to walk yet. Carefully stack your spine. Roll your shoulders back and down at the top. Turn your palms forward and drop your shoulders down towards the ground. So you push your fingers down. Drop your chin to your chest. And just hold your stretch with your chin to your chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift your arms all the way up to the sky. Interlace those fingers for one more stretch up. And then bring your hands together, bow down. Give yourself a clap. Apologies for the noise that's going on. There's just constant construction work in my house at the moment, and I can't beat it, because when they're gone, all my kids are around, and it's just one big show. So apologies for the noise. It shall be stopping after today, so no more recordings with noise in the background. But thank you for your patience, and as always, for your support, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.